We are back. We're
Hello.
back. We're back. And look at what happened. I know you might have seen me talk about what I was doing here, but this is after one coat. So now this is protected, at least for now. I got to put a couple more coats on here. But before I do that, all this has to get sanded down and treated also, because if I don't, the wood is going to dry out and I'm going to be left with a mess. So I'm going along and gonna hit the orbital sander on all this.
I'm gonna
And
finish.
he's gonna finish citrus stripping this little entranceway and all that other stuff. But this whole wall right over here, after I put on a couple more coats, is gonna be able to be painted, which will be awesome.
But I want to get the baseboard stripped first.
Yeah, that too. Because it's all that fancy wood. That's what's gonna be so awesome. It's coming along. So here we go. Montage. What's up, everybody? I just had to stop the time lapse for a minute. I know you saw us doing some sanding and the hyperlapse or whatever that my Samsung calls it. I know you saw me doing the sanding on this thing over here, but I had to stop. Also, look at how freaking the sun's coming in, hitting that wood perfectly. You'll see the difference. That one's treated, this one isn't, and that one, oh my goodness, it pops. And eventually everything's gonna look like that. Even this frame, even the floorboards, that's why they're like pinkish or reddish or whatever this color is. It's got the citrus strip on it to remove all the paint. And then, oh, it's gonna look so freaking beautiful. Anyway, what I love about working on these older houses is I gotta make sure that I'm putting my hand in the right spot, otherwise I don't get citrus strip all over it. But like I said before, we were gonna make this room, we were gonna divide this room. This is gonna be our dining room. There's gonna be a wall coming down over here. This is gonna be a room right here in and of itself. And then that'll make it so that we will have 3 bedrooms and an office in this house. And it's not very big of a house, but it'll work with the configuration that we're doing. What's crazy is when you pull apart years of paint and all this other stuff, you find stuff. And this is what I thought was actually really, really cool. Someone had a door going into, because if we put a wall over here, we need an entrance. So the most logical area is go in right here where this is. And then there'll be a room there for somebody's room right there, and then this room for somebody else. The third room will be back over there behind the kitchen area, next to a hallway that we're building, and then that's the dining room, of course. Okay, I've already walked through this, but if you didn't know, that's basically what's going on. What's cool about this is I just did some more sanding, and then I got to something that was not wood, and I started to pull out little scrapers and stuff, and this at one point, I don't know if you can see that, this at one point was a doorway. It's cut out. It's cut out for a hinge, and if you look down there, I haven't cleaned this one up as much, but it's cut out for a hinge. And then if you pan over there from here, perfect, another spot, it's cut out for where your door latch and stuff goes, right in here. Still got to clean this up more. Somebody had put filler in there, so I have to kind of, it's not like the paint, it doesn't come off with the citrus strips, so I got to like kind of go in there with a wire brush and also like little kind of little chisel kind of things, kind of pulling the thing, not really chiseling away at the wood, but just getting, not even really a chisel, it's just more like this paint kind of thing. And then I go in there and I just kind of get like little bit at a time. I don't want to mess up the wood. I don't want to go too, I don't want to like change this, but it's cool because somebody did what we were planning on doing. I don't know if it was back in the 50s when this house was built or what was going on. This very well could have been sectioned off to the point where this is a room, this is another one. But nowadays, everybody wants open concept, everything opened up and all this other stuff, that somebody could have probably taken out this wall and made this spot bigger, which is what I'm guessing probably happened. Because they're most likely, actually, you know what? I'm not saying that that's actually what happened, but I'm looking at, there's a little, okay, check this out. Check this out. As I'm going, I'm finding this out with you. Real time, right here. Okay, check out this weird adding of the crown molding. A spot big enough for a wall up here, right by this. And I bet if I put a line across from that little add-on piece of crown molding to this other, look at this. There's another add-on piece of crown molding right here. I bet this straight up, let me look across straight up. That's freaking dead on right there. Dude, there was a freaking wall here. This was a room to begin with. This was always the way it was. Well, I don't know if it was. I don't know if that was what happened in the 50s or, that's cool though. We're literally bringing this back to what it was. I'm curious to walk around this place and actually see more stuff that I might have missed. I didn't even pay attention. A lot of this stuff is under a lot of filler and paint and layers of paint. We had to go through so many layers of paint. Yeah, that's just awesome. I love, anybody that knows me, like personally knows I love history and stuff like that. I just love everything about, that's why I love these windows with the double hung windows with the weights and all the other stuff that's going on. I just love all that stuff. I just love history in general and the way stuff was done. But that legit, right there, there was a wall. There was a freaking wall right here. I guarantee it. So anyway, we're basically doing what it was always meant to be, I guess. I don't know. Stay tuned for more fun.